17, corporal punishment is as humiliating for him who gives it as it is for the receiver. That's not quite parallel, yeah, and here we're using as our comparison. And so we need to change this to as humiliating for him who gives it as for him who receives it. Can you hear then that we've got we don't repeat the B, we don't need to repeat the B, but we've got then a nice parallel structure for him who gives it as for him who receives it. And you can see for him who receives it that it's very balanced. I before E except after C. Still use that to get my spelling right. For him who receives it. Yeah, so for him who gives it, for him who receives it, you can see how balanced that is. That's nicely balanced. Okay, and lastly, I just wanted to show you with this either X or Y, and you know, the same goes for this neither X nor Y. You've got to be careful, you know, we just moved this in to the other side of the neither. We're going to do something very similar here. I'll either order steak or pork. Well, shouldn't we just say either X or Y? And so put this verb over here. I think I'll order either steak or pork. And then that is either X or Y, and it's nice and clear, yeah? So don't put a verb after the either. If you're not going to, you know, you have to say, I'll either order steak or order pork. You need to repeat the verb, but you probably don't want to do that. So move it on this side. I think I'll order either steak or pork. Okay, so you can see what the moral of the story is, guys. Be careful with how you arrange your lists. Try to arrange your lists in a neat and tidy fashion. Yeah, that's the moral of the story. Arrange your lists in a neat and tidy fashion and people will understand you much quicker. Bear in mind that quite often in any complicated essay, you quite often use a complicated list. And whenever you're using a complicated list, definitely think about parallel structure. Because if you don't want to confuse the reader, the listener, and I'm sure you don't, then parallel structure is the best tool for making sure that your sentence can only be understood in one way. The thing that you want it to mean, it means, okay? Okay, please, as always, guys, questions in the discussion in the Q&A, and I will see you all in the next class.